Hello guys, welcome. I'm gonna tell you my 5 most obvious tips for getting better sound in your home studio. So number 1 is finding the best place in your room to sit. And a big mistake that I see a lot of is that people find a place to sit where it's the most practical. And where, well, a space that it's not used to anything else and you can put your home studio there. And often that is corners in the rooms. So if you put your speakers in a corner, you will get a bass buildup. And the bass buildup is very much energy, and it will eat up all the small frequencies and you won't hear what you're doing. So then we will start to remove a lot of bass in your mixes. And when you try to play it in a different place, your mix won't translate. So you need to move away from the corners. So I started out by being in the corner and I moved to the long side, and then I did a lot of research and found out that it was recommended to be on the short side. So if you place the studio on the short side here, the sound will travel much longer before it hits the wall and come back to you, so you won't get so much problems with reflection. So tip number 2 is to find your listening position. So if you can take this as an example. My room is like this, so I found out how long it's from here to here, and then I found out what is 38% of this length. So when I find 38 is about here, I placed my studio chair right there, and then I placed my monitors and I tried to have a triangle here with the same distance from here to there. So that is my listening position. So I started out there, and then I moved things a bit around to tweak it a bit more to get the perfect listening position out of what my room can give me. And tip number 3 is maybe not an obvious one, but when I did, it really changed the sound in the room, because I had my speakers placed straight on my desk. So the sound would vibrate in my studio desk and it would work as some kind of amplifier too. So what I was hearing wasn't really what was going on. So I tried to put foam under my speakers. Well, it didn't help very much. So I bought speaker stands. So I put my speakers on my speaker stands and it really changed everything. I could really hear what was going on a lot better, and also the stereo field was much more, I'd say, wide. And it didn't cost me a lot. It cost me like $60 or something, and I had speaker stands. Tip number 4, you gotta do some acoustic treatment to really try to control the sound in the studio. If you have your listening position here, speakers will send sound and it hit the wall and it go back and then maybe hit your ear, and then you won't actually hear what's going on from the speakers, because you will hear the sound from the speakers and from things bouncing from the walls at the same time, and then it's pretty hard to do the right EQing, because you will also hear the sound of your room. I have these panels here. This is the first reflection point. So this one stops reflection coming from that speaker over there hitting my ear here when I sit mixing. I have another one behind there. I have also in the ceiling, and I have in corners. So with the corners, they work as a bass amplifier, because sound comes in 2 directions, in and meets in the corners. So, and then you get a lot more sound of the low frequencies. But if you try to put something in your corners that will stop some of those frequencies, you will get a better listening environment. So I would say acoustic treatment is very, very, very important to get good sound in your room. But if you're in a home studio, you often are in a bedroom, and then you have some acoustic treatment already going on. So acoustic treatment also can be your bed, because your bed will also be a big bass trap, just being placed where it is. You can have a sofa, you maybe have a shelf with books and stash, that's diffusion. That will send the sound waves in different directions, so it doesn't come straight back to your ear. If you have a studio inside your bedroom, you just need to find out, are there any naked areas where sound can bounce back and hit your ear? Try to treat that part and you will get a lot better sound in your room. So I did a measurement on my speakers. So I put a speaker right here and have my monitors there. And then I measured one speaker at a time to find how much volume each speaker put out. And they actually put out, they are the same type of speakers. I bought them at the same time, but one speaker is putting out a bit more volume than the other. And that could have something to do with the room. But the thing is, I want the same volume from this one and this one to hit this point. So I had to tone down one speaker just to get them to play exactly the same. And what happened? I got a much more defined, better stereo field to listen to. So that's my 5 quick tips for getting better sound in your studio. So I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and I see you guys in another video. Take care.